Good morning and welcome to Canberra's Kingston Railway Station. The time has gone just past 11 a.m. and today I'll be catching the New South Wales Train Link Explorer service from Canberra through to Sydney. Having lived in Canberra for 1.5 years, quite some time ago now, I've travelled between the two cities many times, most notably by coach and also by car and even occasionally flown. But this is the second time I've got the train service, the other time being in the other direction from Sydney to Canberra. As Canberra does not have a suburban rail network, this means all train services to and from Canberra depart from the Canberra Kingston station, which is located in the suburb of Kingston, which is located approximately 5 kilometres from the Canberra city centre called Civic, or 4 kilometres from Capitol Hill. Unfortunately, train tickets do not include a free local transport to and from the station or elsewhere in Canberra. Unless staying nearby, your best bet will be to get an Uber or taxi to the station, or otherwise it's an affordable 15-minute bus ride from Civic. Technically, there is no need to check in for this train service, as train staff or inspectors would typically validate or confirm your ticket and seat shortly after the service has left the station. You're more than welcome to simply take your luggage with you on the train, as long as you can handle it yourself and find storage in the racks on a self-service first-time basis. All up, you're allowed 5 kilometres of hand luggage that you can take to your seat and an additional 2 20-kilo bags that can either be checked or stored yourself in the racks at the end of each carriage. For those arriving with time to spare or are otherwise uncomfortable taking your own bags on the train, it is well worth taking advantage of the free luggage check service, although be sure to do this at least 30 minutes before departure and strictly adhere to the maximum weight limits. The Canberra suburb of Kingston is well worth checking out in itself and has a number of boutique shopping, dining and drinking options, so it may be well worth arriving a few hours before, checking your bags and exploring the trendy lakeside area before your journey. The distance from Canberra, which is Australia's national capital city and its largest city of Sydney, is not far at all. Coming in at shy under 300 kilometres by road, slightly longer by rail, and even shorter as the crow flies, there are 4 main modes of transportation linking the two cities, which include car, bus, train and plane. For those who wish to take the scenic route, the New South Wales Explorer Train Link service typically operates 3 times a day with an early morning, lunchtime and evening departure, with a journey time taking just over 4 hours. The route provides for a scenic journey through the New South Wales Southern Highlands region, includes cities and towns such as Queanbeyan, Goulburn, Mittagong and Bowral, before reaching Campbelltown on the outskirts of Sydney, and then through to Sydney's Central Station. Fares on the route are fixed price and cost $40.67 for economy class and $57.27 for first class. It's not uncommon for the services to completely sell out in the days before departure, so we recommend booking at least a week in advance and not booking or being able to travel at the last minute. The Canberra Explorer train service is typically operated by a 3-carriage train, with the first carriage containing the buffet first class cabin with 42 seats in a 2-2 configuration. The second carriage has 66 economy seats in a 2-2 configuration, whilst the third has just 38 economy seats with additional luggage storage, accessible seating and amenities. The seating in economy was comfortable, with a reasonable amount of legroom and the recline was decent. A leg rest is also included, which is a nice addition. The seats, however, are showing their signs of age, and a seat back table was rather flimsy. First class seats provide slightly better legroom, but the seat itself is only marginally better. With just a $15 price difference to upgrade from economy, there is no real surprises here. There's no seat back entertainment on this service, so you're best focusing on admiring the scenic views of the rolling highlands of southern New South Wales along the way. There's no Wi-Fi on the route either, and mobile coverage can be sketchy at times, so it might be worth bringing your own entertainment. Each carriage has several toilets and a water fountain as well. Food and beverage can be purchased on board from the buffet car and then taken to your seat to consume. As we were departing around lunchtime, several hot meal options were available, which were similar to an economy class meal, and staff came out to take orders approximately 1 hour before they would be ready, and then would announce when they were ready to collect. A selection of pies, pastries, cakes and snacks are also available for purchase during most of the journey, along with a small selection of soft drinks and alcoholic beverages. Prices are fairly reasonable, although the food quality wasn't the greatest, to be honest. For this trip, cruise service is rather limited, as everything on board is offered on a buy-on-board basis, and you'll need to go to the buffet car if you want anything. As there was plenty of delays and stoppages along the route due to track works, the crew did well, however, to keep us updated, the delays and updated arrival times. They also efficiently validate everyone's ticket shortly after the train left Canberra and whenever other passengers joined along the way. Now that we've left the station and are slowly travelling to the nearby city of Canberra before embarking on our bigger journey down to Sydney today, what greater opportunity to now sit back, relax and enjoy the largely unedited footage of the trip through to Sydney.
Shortly this service will be arriving at Canberra. If you're leaving this service at Canberra, please prepare to do so. Canberra is our next stop.
Unfortunately, despite leaving on time and shortly before midday, our arrival into Sydney was far from on time. Due to track works, the train had to make several lengthy stops along the way to allow urgent track works to be carried out, and then speed restrictions on the outskirts of Sydney further delayed our arrival. It wasn't until around 5:30 p.m, or 1.5 hours late, that we arrived into Sydney's bustling and busiest central station. These delays are quite common for the train service, so it pays to allow a few extra hours buffer if you have any pressing plans for when you arrive in Sydney. Arriving at Central Station is fairly easy to get to anywhere in the CBD on foot. I was staying in Darling Harbour, which is about a 20-kilometre walk away. It's a little bit difficult with luggage in peak hour, but manageable nonetheless. Alternatively, for those living or staying elsewhere in Sydney, you can easily connect to the suburban train network in Central Station. Those living in the western suburbs may even find it more convenient to arrive at Campbelltown, where there's plenty of connections from there. Now that the train is quickly approaching Sydney Central Station, I thought I'd just offer my few thoughts on whether it's worth taking the train. So the true answer is that all depends on the traveller's own individual circumstances, budget, time constraints, and purpose of travel. Objectively speaking, the train service is in most cases the slowest way to travel between Sydney and Canberra, with a travel time of 4 hours and 10 minutes, but on our journey today it took 5.5 hours, which is significantly longer than the typical 3-hour drive or 3.5 hour coach journey time. Having to travel to Canberra Kingston Station also provides extra hassle and time for most travellers, as opposed to catching the coach. It leaves from Canberra's Jolly Mob Tourist Centre, which is in the centre of town. Price-wise, however, the cost of the journey is very competitive. It is typically a tiny fraction of the cost of flying, very similar to that of getting the bus, which is a huge plus. The train service is also arguably more scenic than the coach service that goes down the main highway. It's a great way to enjoy the scenery of New South Wales Southern Highlands. Additionally, catching the train can make a more comfortable journey than the bus, where you're free to move around, stretch your legs, and buy and consume food and beverage on board. So overall, if you've got the time and you enjoy the scenery and you want a leisurely half-day journey, then the train is a great way to go. Thank you for joining me today as I reviewed the New South Wales Train Link Explorer service between Canberra and Sydney. If you've liked my video, please don't forget to like it on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Please also visit my website, aussiejetsetter.com.au, which I'll put a link in the description below, where you can see all the latest flight reviews, lounge reviews, destination guides, frequent flyer hacks, industry news, and more. But until next time, thanks for watching and safe travels wherever that might take you.